Ms. Russell, come in, Ms. Russell.
Good morning, Continental Colony Elementary School, home of those mighty Panthers. Let's pause for a moment of silent reflection as we envision our educational goals for today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now our school's pledge. I now realize that the greatest power in the world is the power of knowledge. I want to be smart. Misinformed people go through life missing so many rewards that could be theirs. I will become a thinker and a problem solver, learn my basic skills, and make a special effort to complete all assignments. I will strive for punctuality and perfect attendance. I will read books on subjects that interest me most. I will also read books and articles on other subjects to broaden my awareness of what is happening in the world around me. I will respect the rights of others and display exemplary conduct at all times. I will embrace the positive philosophy of my school. I believe in myself. I can do anything if I try hard enough. I pledge this to my family, my school, and everyone who is trying to help me succeed. Most importantly, I pledge this to myself. And we're also taking our Stay Safe pledge, making sure we're staying safe, staying healthy, and doing our part, washing our hands for 20 seconds, covering our mouth and nose if we're sneezing or coughing, wearing a mask, sanitizing if we don't have access to water and soap, not touching our face, and making sure we are keeping our distance. So make sure you are actually taking the Stay Safe, Stay Healthy, and Do Your Part pledge. Parents, please complete the attestation form daily before sending your student to school. And staff, please complete the staff attestation form before arriving to work each day. And so today, boys and girls, like yesterday, I told you we would focus on Black musicians. So let's learn more about Mahalia Jackson.
Videos for students. And today we have an amazing lesson celebrating Black History Month and a biography for kids on Mahalia Jackson. Mahalia Jackson made her mark on history as a legendary gospel music singer, civil rights activist, and television star. Mahalia Jackson was born on October 26, 1911 in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, if you notice the letter I missing from her name, I'll get to that later. Continuing on, Johnny and Charity Jackson were her parents and raised her in a Christian home. It was this home that Jackson began singing at an early age in Mount Moriah Baptist Church. As Jackson began to sing and perform professionally, later she added the letter I to the end of her name. A random fact about Mahalia Jackson is she did have a nickname. Her nickname was Haley. Jackson was known for her soulful and powerful voice. Some of her influences included blues legend Ma Rainey and Bessie Smith. When Jackson was a teen, she moved to Chicago, Illinois, where she began to sing with a group named the Johnson Gospel Singers. Years later, she would join another gospel music legend, Thomas A. Dorsey, and travel the country spreading the gospel. Jackson would soon taste success, where all of her hard work began to pay off in 1947, where her song, Move On Up a Little Higher, became a hit, selling 1 million records. As her fame grew, it allowed Jackson to break color barriers, where in 1950, she performed to a crowd filled with diverse races at Carnegie Hall during a time where many places kept African Americans and whites separate. Jackson was also well known for her television program on CBS in 1954 and delivered another hit song from there entitled Rusty Old Halo. Mahalia Jackson also crossed paths with another music legend named Duke Ellington. This is where in 1958 they performed together at the Newport Jazz Festival in Rhode Island. Mahalia Jackson also got a taste of film. That is because in 1959, Jackson made an appearance in a film entitled Imitation of Life. She also sang at the March on Washington at the request of her friend, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in 1963, performing I've Been Puked and I've Been Scorned. After King's assassination in 1968, Jackson sang at his funeral as well. Jackson performed in her last concert in 1971. That is because later in life, she had health issues being hospitalized on multiple occasions. Mahalia Jackson died on January 27, 1972, after having a heart attack in Evergreen, Illinois. Well, that is all for me, and I hope you enjoyed a biography celebrating Black History Month.
All right, so think about how Mahalia Jackson added to Black history.
Thanks for watching Education.
And boys and girls that have had perfect attendance, make sure that you have picked up your goodie bag for having perfect attendance for the month of January. So pause up to these boys and girls. Also, you are running to attend the Perfect Attendance Drive-In movie on April 2nd. So make sure you keep it up. Perfect attendance for February as well as March. Also, the House of Knowledgeable won. Oh, I forgot my background this morning. The House of Knowledgeable won this week for the most representation. So make sure you are repping your house each day, but especially on Friday, so your house can win, rep your house and join us for a Zoom movie each Friday. Today, we will continue our goal setting for 5th grade with Ms. Jones' class at 9:00 a.m. and Ms. Jenkins' class Thursday at 9:00 a.m. So boys and girls, make sure you are revisiting your goals daily. Some of you have outdone yourself reaching your goals this week. Each week, if you have not, just make sure you're putting that plan into play to ensure you are reaching your goals. A few reminders: Awards Day will take place Friday, February 19th for each grade level. Times will come out next week. Also yesterday, 3rd grade took their right score. Today, 4th grade, you will take your right score to show you what you know with informational writing. Thursday is the 100th day of school, and remember my challenge, make sure that you show me 3 different ways to represent 100 using base 10 blocks or place value discs. And last but not least, tomorrow is Asynchronous Wednesdays, and most of you that I met with for goal setting stated that on Wednesdays, you were going to ensure that you were working on your playlist, if not finished with your playlist, and then bring in any questions you have to your teachers on Thursday and Friday. So make sure tomorrow you are logging into iReady and working through your playlist. So today is Terrific Tuesday, and we're focused on responsible decision-making, which means considering and understanding both the positive and negative consequences to yourself, others, and the community when you're making decisions. And our morning motivator this morning is hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. And this is from the poet Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was a poet who told the stories of his people in ways that reflected their actual culture, including their love of music, as we're learning about historians now, laughter, and language itself alongside their suffering. So hold fast to those dreams. Let's do a quick check-in. If you had to create a story title for how you feel today, what would it be? What is your story? Everyone has a story to tell. That's a good question. If you had to create a story title for how you feel today, what would it be? Would it be Beautiful Day? Would it be Alexander and the Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day? What is your story today? In our closing thought, today our competency focus is problem-solving skills. Yesterday, we used mindful breathing to help rid ourselves of stress so that we are calm and focused. Today, let's share at least one strategy you use when stress or a problem arrives. Counting backwards, breathing, taking a walk. So share your strategies today. My strategy is breathing. That mindful breathing that Miss Lee has taught us this past 3 years has really helped me. So that's my strategy, is to breathe into the nose and out through the mouth.
Well, good morning, Panthers. And how do we deal with big feelings? Sometimes breathing is a great way to deal with them. But sometimes big feelings have to be dealt with and they're hard to avoid. Don't be afraid to cry or express your anger in appropriate ways. Crying doesn't mean you're weak. Crying shows that you have the ability to feel. In addition, just because you express anger, that doesn't mean you're a bad person or a bad kid. It just means that your anger is informing you that your thoughts and feelings need further investigation. In other words, your anger notifies you that maybe you're displeased with something. So again, how do we deal with these big emotions? Well, we learned last week about some emotional release interventions. For example, if you're feeling big, strong emotions, you have to talk to someone. You have to let them know how you're feeling, communicate. Sometimes watching a funny movie or telling jokes is a great way to overcome those big feelings. Exercising has also proven to be a great way to deal with them. And some even suggest that yelling into a pillow helps as well. Well, this morning we're going to watch a funny video and let's see if we can maybe solve some of these jokes ourselves. Let's enjoy.
Why can't you give Elsa a balloon? Because she'll let it go.
What do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
Olive right next door to you.
What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? A dino snore.
Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
What do you call cheese that is not yours? Nacho cheese.
What time do you go to the dentist? Tooth hurting.
What did one pencil say to the other pencil? You're looking sharp.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ash.
Ash who?
Bless you.
Have you heard the one about the skunk? Never mind. It stinks. What do you call a cow that can play the guitar? A musician.
What do you call fake pasta? Imposter.
What do you get when you cross a cow and a duck? Milk and quackers. Knock, knock.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Tank.
Tank who?
You're welcome.
What do you get if you cross a cocker spaniel, a poodle, and a rooster? Cock-a-poodle do. Why are ghosts bad liars? Because you can see right through them.
What did the snowman say to the other snowman? Do you smell carrots?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wooden shoe.
Wouldn't you who?
Wouldn't you like to hear another joke? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ash.
Cashew.
I don't think I would like a peanut.
Well, I hope you enjoyed those little jokes and I hope you have a most amazing day.